Hey guys, wanna know what I love? Sonic the Hedgehog. Wanna know what I also love? Art. So we're gonna be looking at some weird obscure Sonic art from throughout the years. Now, it's no secret that I love the Sega Saturn, and all the weird Sonic games on it, along with the weird non-Sonic games on it. Heck, I even made a whole video dedicated to the Sega Saturn, and other things about it. So we're gonna start talking about art from Sonic Jam. Now, easily I can make an entire video dedicated to Sonic Jam art. Well, why is that? Well, since it is a collection of Sonic games, and Sonic World is simply a Sonic museum where you can view Sonic memorabilia, there is tons of Sonic art to go over from all of Sonic's history. So I'm going to be specifically only talking about art from the credits. First off, we have this art here where Sonic and Tails are jumping after some rings. And the funny part is, it looks like Sonic just jumped off of Tails' head to catch some rings he lost. Pretty funny. Next up, we have this really cute and classic image of Sonic pitting Tails. This image is absolutely adorable. No matter what anyone tells me, this is amazing. Here's some art of Tails flying Sonic around, which is actually something you can do in the Sonic Jam hub world. And if you notice, Tails actually has a very small, easily missable, small little frown on his face, showing that he's really putting effort into carrying Sonic around. Nice attention to detail. That was just a few of the Sonic Jam images. This image right here is actually a bit of a mystery to me. You see, I haven't really seen this image circulating around, and when I tried to look it up, I could only really find it on fandom.net. I'm not sure what its connection is to Sonic Jam or Sonic 3D Blast, but it actually looks like a really good 3D render, using what I suppose is the 3D Blast model, but it could be the one used for Sonic 3 or the opening of Sonic Jam. I would actually like it if people were to go out and do a little bit more research on this image. Actually, all I could find was that it was just somewhat related to Sonic Jam, and it's actually really good. So yeah, I'd like to see some further developments, and maybe we could find the model someday. Who knows? But enough of Sonic Jam. Let's talk about Sonic Forces, and this amazingly badass rendition of what was originally going to be the Green Hill Zone of Sonic Forces. Now, you see, in the original Sonic Forces, Green Hill Zone didn't really look that different from regular Green Hill Zone, other than having a little bit of sand in the background. But in this image, oh man, is that not the case at all. Normally friendly and endearing loop-de-loops from Green Hill Zone are completely destroyed with sand dripping from them, and the palm trees are drooped over, dead and lifeless, almost black. Dead plants creep up the side of an already destroyed slope, as a waterfall of sand brushes past the terrain, making it almost impassable. The way the large worms from the Lost Hex look like ravaging beasts with their disgusting teeth and sand creeping out of their mouths as they climb and tower above a destroyed Green Hill dystopia. But who wants any of that? Who wants consistent writing, quality characters? We're gonna have Green Hills looking a lot more like Sand Hill right now. Am I right? Am I right? Tails from Classic Sonic are worse than before? Oh man, thanks Takashi Iizuka. Whew, sorry guys, I got a little worked up there. Alright, back to the main topic of the video. You see, we all know about the most infamous sketches and doodles in Sonic history. Sonic 1, 2, and 3's Doodle Hawk sketches. These sketches show Sonic in an absolutely adorable Doodle Hawk form. They also represent gameplay sketches, mechanics, and character designs. Characters like Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles are very expressive in this form. Not only them, but Badniks too. It's really a treat and a pleasure to look at. Why do you think I animate in this style? It's amazing. Now, it's no surprise that they brought back this style for the concept art for Sonic Mania. I mean, Sonic Mania brought so much things back, why wouldn't they bring back this amazing little art style? If you all want some more Sonic 2 art, well, check this out. Sonic and Tails are calling each other, even though they're right in front of each other. Here's Dr. Robotnik going to smash a Mega Drive cartridge. And here's Tails, abandoned on a deserted island, waiting to die, or for someone to help him. Most likely the first option. And how could I forget the best of all of them? Oh yeah! Tails, drinking liquor and beer while you're playing Sonic 2 ain't really the most responsible decision. And I would say That's no good!
Alright, Sonic, I won't illegally do anything like that. I trust you, and I should take responsibility for my actions, because you're cool!
Alright, next up is probably the funniest image we will see in the entire video. Alright, I know this is supposed to be Sonic underwater, and I know those are supposed to be air bubbles, but it looks like he's in space and he's crying. I mean, the smile and everything just makes it so much better. This is hilarious. Next up, we have a poster that came with Sonic the Hedgehog Boom CD, which was a CD that came with pre-orders of Sonic 3 at select retailers. It came out in 1994, of course, and had the full tracks of Sonic CD and some remixes of Sonic Spinball. I actually think this art is really good. As long as you ignore Purple Shirt Robotnik. Man, I hope somebody got fired for that blunder. Hey, maybe that's where Mike Pollock got the idea from. Okay, cool. Let's get on to this 90s Sonic wallpaper made by Sonic Team, and I actually had this as my wallpaper for a really long time. It's pretty neat. It also came with the infamous bubble wallpaper, also by Sonic Team. Not as cool as the stylish Sonic in his stylish red chair, but I mean, hey, it's still pretty neat. And now Knuckles' console. Oh god, no. The way that his big head has spikes shooting out of it, like tiny little hairs, how his back spikes go up. By the fact that he even has back spikes, his ginormous nose, his tan arms and belly, why is he so shiny? This is horrible. I'm so glad they came up with a new design. That matches Knuckles so much better. Man, glad we got that out of the way. Now here's some art that I genuinely love. Made by Satoshi Okano. I hope I said that name right. In short, like the first Sonic game, there was a contest for the Sonic redesign for Sonic Adventure. He submitted this design and, oh, I really like it. Some of his art was used in Sonic 3D Blast for Japan, and hey yo, it's pretty good. And speaking of Sonic Adventure, here's what it would have looked like on the Sega Saturn, and I actually really dig this aesthetic. I've always loved Sega Saturn aesthetics. Fans have theorized what the game could have been on the Sega Saturn before we got it on the Sega Dreamcast a few years later. And fans have dubbed this version of Sonic Adventure Sonic Realm of Crystals. It's pretty interesting, and there's going to be a fan-made remake coming out. Actually, the gameplay I've been showing in the background is a prototype for Sonic Adventure that was made for a small hub world for Sonic Jam. It is really interesting to see what the game would have looked like, played like, and sounded like. I like Sonic Adventure, and I like this a lot. Both of these games are really good, and it's really nice to see how it would have played and looked like on the Sega Saturn. I can probably make a video on Sonic Jam. I'm very passionate about this one little hub world and its 8 little missions. I mean, come on. But let's get back to the art. Here's some 100% official Sonic art that 100% exists in the real world and was 100% made by Sega. Alright, you guys are not ready for this next image. I have saved the best for last. The greatest Sonic image is... Here are the official versions Human Sonic and Human Tails. This is some promotional art for the Sega Hard Girls anime. I'm sorry guys, nothing beats cute anime girl Tails. So yeah, that's some cool Sonic art. That wasn't even the tip of the iceberg. Aw man, I could probably make a part 2 of this video, but this is not that video. Geez, is that just my catchphrase now?